Yeah. Pressure.
Hey yo, fuck them niggas, you don't believe in me. I'm the voice of reason, no don't need no sign to speak. My body language standoffish, so don't play with me. The chess piece, I move in all directions, I'm the joining knees. The light ball is lit when I spit, better than your current. Favorite rappers look disastrous when they performing. I send shots, no subliminal, without warning. A option route think it's a fade, but a post corner, remember me. Dancing in the end zone, apparently they catch the ball and fumble it. And this are you comparing me. Under 17 birds, just Zack Hurts. I'm the lead of the speaker of Proverbs. They put too many colors in boxes, they all nerds. If it's the number one pick, any foreign, then it's a spur. Look, they just a game manager, that's word to Cam. I'm a different breed, comparing steak to a can of Spam. I put it all on the line and I don't sniff it. These corny ass rappers real junkies, so they don't get it. I spit dope, nigga. Every line, every bar, straight coke, nigga. And I do it all the time, look. You can't get full or small fries or wolf in sheep clothing. He fit cause he undersized, nigga. I wear the crown cause I'm meant for it. Planet Fitness for the throne, cause I'm fit for it. The rap God.
I'm in a spinning mood today, and I don't need a reason. Dark shades in every Polaroid, but doing heavy cheesing. In a room full of all smoke, but we do the breathing. We at odds with the other side, but we getting even. 380 in the go yard, my bitch gon' do some squeezing. You niggas paid to go far, the grinders call that treason. I keep accepting those calls until them slavers free them. Even though the hood fucked up and he the reason. My wrongs was done trying to get right. My man gave me a dirty strap, he said if you get caught, you gon' get life, yeah. Word to every lie detector, I know pie stretches. They gon' need a study in Harvard to dissect this. Man, I'm lying, I ain't really from there. I said I'm lying, I ain't really seen squares. I saw the plug and had my money prepared. My flare for the turbulence like niggas flying on sped. Bought the phone down in Norfolk, that shit slide like a chair. Digi-scale to the passenger, the driver prepared. You better learn how to cook, stop getting fiends to prepare. We put niggas on t-shirts and crack a smile when you wear it. Philly nigga, from my head to my feet. You made a mistake by telling your bitch you was street. I'm ballin', I do a foul whenever she bump into me. 7th letter, nigga, I been the G. We got that white shit that don't come with no skis. The neck 20 degrees. I know shooters from MP to Belize. You burnt the bridge, I built a ramp with the trees. Really trafficking peas. My stash under the nose, how I kept it discreet. Louis hard bottoms don't mean your boy done left off the street. I just found 10 different ways I can eat. I got my spoon in 12 places, that just make me elite. Handing a knot in the lunch line in the 12th grade, that was me. Being all I could be, you tuning in into the army of we. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. We Super Bowl champions. That's all I can say. That's all I can think about saying. That's all I can think about saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can think about saying right now. Only way to open up the show, because this video was brought to you by people that win Super Bowls. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad y'all could be here. 102 people right now at the beginning. Lunchtime with the bullies. You know what I'm saying? A little Friday edition, Friday episode. Let me say what's up to a couple people in the building real quick. Lamont Hubert, what up, what up, what up? Long-time supporter. You know what I'm saying? YRN, what up, what up, what up? You know what I'm saying? My guy D-Lo, what up, what up, what up? Me and D-Lo got some new fire on the way. It's coming. We ain't gonna never disappoint. The song you just heard was Reasons, though, on Days on York, Nights in Norfolk. We got to get the second installment. We got to start working on it. I know I keep saying stuff is coming, but stuff is really coming, man. And it ain't a lot of time in the day. But, you know, Gold on Graffiti is out now by D-Lo. I'm going to be on the second installment of Gold on Graffiti with some more fantastic rappers. And it's going down like that, man. But listen to Days on York, Nights in Norfolk, and you just see the impeccable connection that we have when you throw a beat in between the mix, man. So are y'all cool? Are y'all cool with Keely Ringo and Eli Ricks, man? That's been the biggest debate for me. You know what I mean? So far, the last couple days, the biggest debate for me the last couple days is, are we okay with Keely Ringo and Eli Ricks? If we don't make no more moves, are we cool with that? You know what I mean? And I had to really sit and I had to really think about that for a multitude of reasons. You know, first of all, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Listen, Jair Alexander, he went to the Baltimore Ravens. That was a guy I had my eye on, but it wasn't the end all be all. Asante Samuel Jr. was rumors was brewing about the Eagles and Asante Samuel Jr. And it was something that I kind of kept my eye on for a little bit as well. Then it came down to, does he fit what we like to do over there? We play a good amount of zone, so we're not asking him to really be a man guy, but he's excellent in zone, but he's poor in tackling. That's the word on the street about Asante Samuel Jr. But I think Asante Samuel Jr. is better than Eli Ricks. I just think that. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Well, I know he's better than Eli Ricks. I meant to say Keely Ringo. Listen, I'm not crapping on Keely Ringo, bro. I'm not crapping on Keely Ringo. But let's ask ourselves this real quick. If Slay and Rodgers are gone, who's going to step into the role that Keely Ringo played if we asking Keely Ringo to play a bigger role? With Slay out the picture, Keely Ringo couldn't get time over Isaiah Rodgers. I'm just thinking logically about this. Slay and Rodgers are gone, so Keely Ringo automatically thrusts himself to be playing opposite of Quinyon Mitchell and starting. So that means that in the Isaiah Rodgers role, Eli Ricks is going to go there. That's a downgrade, y'all. That's a downgrade if Eli Ricks is playing the Isaiah Rodgers role. That's just a fact. That just is what it is. That's a downgrade. Now, if Eli Ricks is playing the Isaiah Rodgers role, who's playing the Keely Ringo role, who was essentially third behind Slay and behind Isaiah Rodgers? Who's playing the Keely Ringo role? Everybody's saying, the 5th round pick, McWilliams. Bro, we just won a Super Bowl. We didn't win a Super Bowl by just throwing in 5th round picks. A guy that was in the NFL for 2 years in Keely Ringo was the 3rd guy. You need experience and you need depth. Also, Keely Ringo had 340 snaps on special teams, led the team in snaps on special teams. He was a special teams ace. He was excellent as a gunner. He's excellent at a lot of things. But we just haven't seen him in the capacity of being opposite of Quinyon Mitchell all season long. We ain't seen him there, bro. We ain't seen him in a starting capacity like that. If your starting base defense is Quinyon Mitchell, Keely Ringo, Cooper DeJean at safety, I think you need to add more depth there. I don't think it's wrong to say that. Jair Alexander took peanuts to go play with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. So is there any more excuses for Lamar Jackson? Yet again, Lamar Jackson got a squad. What's going to be the excuse over there again if it don't get done? What's going to be the excuse? Did we even offer Jair Alexander? That's what I want to know, because that was cheap. Everybody's saying, he's looking to get paid. No, my expectations and what I thought about the situation was correct. Jair Alexander is looking to have a prove-it year. He's looking to prove it to stay healthy. Then he's going to go pursue a bag after this year. So I knew he was going to be a cheap one-year deal. But look what the Ravens did. They got Wiggins, they got Humphrey, they got Kyle Hamilton, and they added a Jair Alexander over there. Why would the Ravens do that? Because T. Higgins and Jamar Chase exist within a division. Just like a CeeDee Lamb and a George Pickens exist within our division. Just like we got to play Chris Godwin this year and Mike Evans. We got to play Patrick Mahomes. We got to play the Bills. We got to go. Don't we play the Rams again? We play so many people this year that got weapons that you have to, bro. Our division alone, McLaurin and Deebo Samuel. I know they got some rifts going on there. I think you need experience in the secondary, bro. I do. I think you need experience in the secondary. You know what I mean? And everybody want to argue me on the internet. No, we good with Ringo. Y'all don't know what we good with, bro. I understand we riding the high. I understand we riding this. All my shirt, I got 50 shirts that Shout out to my lady, always hooking me up. I got shirts that say super. I understand we the defending champs. That don't mean we shouldn't be looking to get better. We are worse in the secondary. That's a fact. That's a fact. But the thing about it is we know how to deal with adversity. I trust Vic Fangio. That don't mean you shouldn't give a good coordinator good players. Everybody's not going to be able to do a Zack Bond situation. Everybody, you know how rare that is for guys to turn into what Zack Bond turned into in one season, all-pro, best linebacker in the league, an all-pro, getting the bag off of a proven deal. You know how rare that is. A lot of people don't think it's that rare. Y'all the same people that was telling me. The same people that was telling me we need to start Trotter Jr. over Zack Bond. Start Trotter Jr. Start Trotter Jr. Bro, I'm not one of them guys that's running around here saying the young guys need to get a shot just for the sake of saying it, man. I mean, I think you need a vet in the secondary. That's how you win championships. We are defending champions. Why would we not duplicate what we just did? Why would we not duplicate it? You know what I mean? But let's switch the tempo real quick. Let's switch the tempo. Hold on. Let's switch the tempo. Get me in the building real fast. Let's switch the tempo real fast. Nick Sirianni is really.
The celebration is over.
Some of the things that he's saying.
Celebration. So first I want to say the celebration is over. Okay? The celebration is over. Preparation is here. Celebration is over. Preparation is here. As we continue through here, last year as we came into the 2024 season, there was a lot that we talked about of handling adversity. Now it's a little different. You got to handle success, right? It's a different animal, right? You got to handle success. Everyone right now, right, for the guys that have been here are telling you how good you are. Treat praise like perfume. Sniff it, don't drink it. It's poison. So first I want to say the celebration.
Treat praise like perfume. Sniff it, but don't drink it. It's poison. This is how a coach talks that been somewhere. This is how a coach talks that been to the heights of the heights multiple times. The more and more Nick Sirianni coaches the Philadelphia Eagles, the more and more I feel like Nick Sirianni is probably inching towards being the best head coach in the National Football League. Inching towards being the best head coach in the National Football League. Had Harbaugh had the last 4 years that Sirianni had, there would be no disrespect on Nick Sirianni's name. There would be no disrespect on Nick Sirianni's name at all. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is why people don't like Nick Sirianni, because he's the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's telling these guys that it's over. The parade is over. Last year, we talked about dealing with adversity. Now we're dealing with success. That's different. That's different. We're dealing with success. We're dealing with how to be champions, ladies and gentlemen. We're not dealing with what these other franchises are dealing with. So why on God's green earth do we think we are exempt from still trying to get better? Still trying to get better. Still trying to put out the best roster possible. Why do we think that we could just go repeat this cycle with what we have on the roster? That's not how it works. When you're dealing with success, you have to still get better. You have to learn how to wash away. You have to learn how to get rid of the taste of success. You know what I mean? Because the cycle is, listen, bro, I only get to wear this shirt. I get to wear this shirt forever. Make no mistake about that. I get to wear this shirt forever. For sure. We know that's how it go. I definitely get to wear this shirt forever. But success can't be talked about, which leads me to my next situation. Confidence. I don't know if that's true or not. Cowboys standout cornerback Trayvon Diggs says that they will win the Super Bowl this year. Trayvon Diggs is reportedly saying the Philadelphia Eagles will win the Super Bowl this year. Now, I'm not talking about Ringo when I'm talking about we should still be looking to get better. I'm not talking about Ringo. I'm talking about overall. I'm talking about in general. Let me walk you through it. Trayvon Diggs is reportedly saying the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. When you've tasted success, now I don't know if he said this or not, but you know why it's believable? Because this is the type of stuff they do over there. When you taste success, you understand that saying stuff like that won't get it done. You got to walk the walk. You can't talk your way to getting these type of shirts for your fan base. You can't talk your way into that. You have to perform. You have to do it as a unit. Which is why, again, us as a fan base should not think just because we won the last Super Bowl that we are exempt from getting better. There's areas that the football team can still get better in. If you think Asante Samuel don't make the secondary better, because a number of people are saying we don't need him. What do you mean we don't need him? Y'all really believe in Eli Ricks? This ain't even about Ringo. If you don't get nobody in, right? Cool. Ringo is the starter over there. I can live with that. But Eli Ricks, now you're going to try to convince me that Eli Ricks is good? That if Ringo or Quinyon Mitchell need a breather, we should be okay with Eli Ricks coming out? Eli Ricks barely makes the roster year in and year out. No disrespect to Eli Ricks. Are you serious? I think Eli Ricks might have had 11 snaps last year. He was on the field for 11 defensive plays. We okay with that? No, we shouldn't be okay with that. It doesn't make sense to be okay with that. But again, here we are. With a large portion of the fan base thinking that they don't need to get better. A large portion of the fan base thinking that they don't need to get better. And I got to touch on this, man. Who is for Verts? Yahoo Sports says entering the 2025 NFL season, for Verts gives his top 10 quarterbacks. Who is for Verts? Who is Charles McDonald that we should care about what he thinks? This is his top 10 quarterbacks going into the 2025 season. Patrick Mahomes at 1, Lamar Jackson at 2, Josh Allen at 3, Joe Burrow at 4, Justin Herbert at 5, Matthew Stafford at 6, Dak Prescott at 7. Who the hell is Smith at 8? Who is Smith at 8? Are you talking about Geno Smith? Are we talking about Geno Smith? I need to know. Who is Lovie Smith? Geno Smith? Bruce Smith? Who is Smith at 8? Jordan Love at 9. CJ Stroud at 10. I know it's Geno. Y'all know I know it's Geno. But the audacity, whoever this guy is, I could even argue that whoever this guy is an Eagle hater. An Eagle hater. He's either a Cowboys fan, a Raiders fan, or somebody that has been saying Jalen Hurts was never going to do what he did last year since he came into the NFL. To have Geno Smith in the top 10 over Jalen Hurts is why people like me are needed. To have Geno Smith in the top 10 over Jalen Hurts is the most disrespectful stuff I've ever seen. I've never seen a Super Bowl MVP get treated with this level of disrespect. I've never seen it in my life. But we can't even give guys like this the thought that they think they're important. We can't even make this dude think he important. We got to call dudes like this clowns. We got to call them clowns because this is the thing at the end of the day. A sports opinion is a sports opinion, right? You should never disrespect nobody because of a sports opinion. But sometimes people have to be called clowns. When you run around saying stuff like Geno Smith, Jordan Love, and Dak Prescott are in a top 10 and not Jalen Hurts, is ridiculous, bro. Geno Smith might not even make the top 100 players list voted in by his peers. Jalen Hurts is literally, hold on. Jalen Hurts is literally on very important graphics. Here go one right here. Somebody sent this to me. Somebody said, LB, I don't see Jaden Daniels. And Jaden Daniels wasn't even on the list, I don't think. I think Jaden Daniels is top 10. I see somebody say, LB, Jaden Daniels ain't on this graphic. I thought Louis, bro, legendary February, 3 events in February. February 2026, right? February 2026. All-Star 2026. 3 events, 2 weeks, 1 home. All on Peacock. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Steph Curry is on the graphic for NBC Peacock collaboration for All-Star 2026. What's the other one? What's that? That's the Olympics and the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl. How on God's green earth can you have a top 10 list and not have Jalen Hurts in it? I'm not even talking about top 5, y'all. I'm not even talking about top 5. I'm talking about a top 10 list that doesn't have Jalen Hurts on it after he just won Super Bowl MVP. But I don't have to, listen, I don't have to beg for the respect. I'm past that, y'all. I'm past that. What's important to me is that we identify the clowns. That's what's important to me. Is that we look at Philly Mike. Philly Mike, like who? Who is he? Nobody knows who this guy is. The list is disrespectful by every metric. Jaden Daniels not even on the list. Jalen Hurts not on the list, but we know you're going to put your virtual knee pads on for that top 4. We know you're going to put your virtual knee pads on every year. Burrow ain't make the playoffs in 2 years, y'all. Lamar Jackson never even played in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen never played in the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert never won a playoff game. I like Stafford. I'm cool with Stafford. Dak Prescott never been past the second round. Geno Smith never been past the second. That's Geno Smith won a playoff game, never been past the second round. Jordan Love never been past the second round. CJ Stroud, I got to put CJ Stroud in the top 10. I'm cool with it. Burrow, Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow are top 10. CJ Stroud is top 10. But them other guys, bro, not Herbert, I don't even think Herbert is top 10, bro. I don't think Herbert is top 10. I don't think Herbert is top 10. But at the end of the day, we can't change the world. All we can do is go out there and continue to win football games. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to go out there and win football games. It's not our job to change the mindset of clowns. It's not our job to join the circus. Trust me, if I didn't have a platform with some of the greatest supporters in the world, I wouldn't even talk on this. It's not our job to join the circus. It's not. You know what I mean? It's not. I want to talk about the leader that Zack Bond is growing into. Let me see. I had a Zack Bond clip from training camp that I wanted to play. Where's it at? You know what I mean? Hold on.
Hey, when we do that punch out drill, when you're punching it out, don't just like punch and fly by, because that's when you miss tackles. I missed the tackle doing that.
What you
Just
say?
come here. Boom.
Off here.
Let's watch from the top.
Hey, when we do that punch out drill, when you're punching it out, don't just like punch and fly by, because that's when you miss tackles. I missed the tackle doing that.
What you
Just
saying?
come
Like,
in, boom.
off here.
Bro, and I don't know if y'all understand, but stuff like this is how championships are won. Stuff like that is how championships are won, bro. That's how championships are won. That's how teams are. So basically, you got Zack Bond telling a young, what's his name, Mild, the linebacker that we drafted, you know what I mean? Or was it restricted free agent? I don't remember, but he from Georgia. He's doing punch-out drills with an all-pro. Zack Bond is telling him, don't just punch at the ball and fly by the guy. You want to punch and still wrap him up at the same time. So essentially, you take this guy out to play and potentially have a loose ball. That's smart. That's technique. Nobody punched the ball out like the Philadelphia Eagles do in this playoff run. This is a staple in our defense, the peanut punch. Zack Bond is making, bro, I talked about this when we won the Super Bowl. In the NFC Championship game, punching out the ball. The playoffs just punching out the ball. All season long, punching out the ball. I don't know if we got a strip sack. Did we get one in the championship? I don't think we got one in the championship. You know what I mean? But punching out the ball is things that we do in OTAs. We perfect them things in the hot summer months in training camp. So when it's time for a championship game, those things are embedded within our brain, and we're able to go out there and punch the ball out. We're able to go out there and do the things we did to the Commanders in the championship game, because these things are programmed in our brain. So when Commanders fans make excuses and say, well, in one breath, a Commanders fan to tell you that they're the better coached football team. I think I heard Louis T say that they were the better coached football team. See, when you have talented rosters, everybody like to say your talent is the only reason why you winning and why you succeeding. When we've seen a number of talented rosters not win championships. We've seen a number of talented rosters not even have playoff runs, bro. Talent ain't all that. Talent just can't get it done. We know that, though. You have to have coachable players, and you have to have coaches that can get through to the players. You do. We was talented when we had Sean Desai, but Sean Desai wasn't getting through to the defense the way Vic Fangio is. What really changed from what the defense had on the field to what, well, a lot changed, actually, because you had Cooper DeJean, you had Quinn. I mean, a lot changed with the defense for sure. But Fangio was able to still get through to some of these young guys and give guys like Zack Bond the opportunity. You need to be well coached to do the things that we did. You just can't lump up a bunch of talent and say, these guys going to put in work, these guys going to win a Super Bowl. You need to have the right talent. Circles all the way back to my cornerback point, but I digress. You need to have talent that's able to be coached. So when Commanders fans say we lost in the NFC Championship game because we turned the ball over so many times, I look at that different. Y'all turned the ball over so many times because we're a better coached unit. A better coached unit. Oren Burks caused the turnover. I think Zack Bond caused the turnover in the championship game. Quinyon Mitchell had an interception. Somebody else might have caused one. You know what I mean? But that's 3 turnovers that I can think of right there. 3 turnovers I can think of right there by a guy nobody wanted in Oren Burks, 1-year deal. Zack Bond, 1-year deal. Quinyon Mitchell, rookie. Tell me where talent come into play right there. They were thought as the most talented before the season started, or were they immensely well coached? Immensely well coached. Oren Burks was a backup. N'Kobe Dean was supposed to be in that game. Something to think about. You got to get guys who are able to be coached. And when you could get a player that's able to be coached, you get the experience and you get the situations you had with Zack Bond. You get the best out of an Oren Burke. I really wish we kept Oren Burke. You get the best out of an Oren Burke when you're able to be coached. And then they're able to go get a bag and go get some money. Mekhi Becton came over here. He was able to be coached. Now he went somewhere and went and got a bag. Because he was able to be coached. Able to be coached. And that means a lot when you're trying to win a championship. I just don't think people understand that. I don't. They think we just a super team and we have no flaws. No, you got to put the work in, which is why I absolutely love what Nick Sirianni is saying to the team. I love what Nick Sirianni is saying right now. That's old. That's over. Now we have to approach this season different. How do you repeat? Remember, we had a Super Bowl hangover last Super Bowl we won, to the point to where Doug Peterson was tearing down the Super Bowl 52 logos. You know what I mean? Isaiah Smith, thank you for the super chat. Fangio made how we approached that draft different too. He did. He did. We were able to draft young talent and get the most out of them, man. In a way, who's to say that Mac McWilliams can't be the next standout on the defense? Who's to say that he can't? We're so well coached, anything is possible with this football team. I think we have the best coached team in the National Football League. The best coached team in the National Football League. I saw him deal with adversity. I saw him deal with a star wide receiver wanting to have a reading session on the sideline. I saw him deal with being criticized himself. I saw Nick Sirianni change the way he wanted to play the game his first year coaching just to get into the playoffs. That's a smart coach. That's a smart coach. You know you got these wide receivers on the outside, but you also know that running the ball is the key to success in the late winter months, and it's the key to salting away games. Man, I think that if the running back we just got from Green Bay, I don't know how I'm forgetting his name right now, paired with Saquon Barkley, if they both could stay healthy, I think he could rush for 700 and Saquon could rush for 1,500. I think he could rush for 700, and I think Saquon could rush for 1,500. Now, I talk about cornerback because I think it's a weak spot. I think it's the only weak spot. When you were strong as we are, honestly, it's not much to talk about. But when you talk about defensive line, I am ecstatic in the possibilities of defensive line. From edge rusher to defensive tackle, them boys going to eat this year. Them boys going to eat this year. The linebacking room, I think them boys going to eat as well. I do. But I wouldn't be mad if the Philadelphia Eagles wouldn't have grabbed another linebacker. But I think you have to grab another safety. You want to try to have the number one defense again. Maybe I'm not cool with a Dory Jackson, bro. I'm not cool. Let me fix the collar on this Super Bowl shirt. Fix the collar on the Super Bowl shirt, man. I'm not cool with a Dory Jackson. I'm not, bro. I'm not. A.J. Dillon, there you go. I ain't good with it. I need things to start off fast for the Philadelphia Eagles in terms of racking up the W's. I do. Because if we don't make a change in the secondary, they will have circled on their calendar week one that we got to throw the ball opposite of Quinyon Mitchell. Let's go out there and make Keely Ringo or whoever it is, let's give them their welcome to the NFL moment. What's good, Shane? Let's give these guys their welcome to the NFL moment. We don't want that for us. We definitely don't want that for us. You know what I mean? Let's give these guys their welcome to the NFL moment. Justin Simmons will be a cool addition, but Justin Simmons don't play corner. You know what I mean? Justin Simmons will be a cool addition, but he don't play corner. So what on, you know, we need the corners. We need corners. But again, we can't cry for spilt milk because we haven't seen the corners that we may be going out there with fail. I like the idea of Stephon Gilmore. I'm surprised he's still out there. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a guy, Jaquan, in here saying the Cowboys are going to beat us week one. I got a rack on the floor for it. I got a rack on the floor. I got a rack on the floor that the Eagles beat the Cowboys week 1. I got a rack on the floor. Because one of our greatest strengths, the Cowboys can't stop. I'm already looking to week 2, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm already looking at week 2. I'm looking past the Cowboys. The Cowboys don't have no heart. I'm looking past you need heart to beat the Philadelphia Eagles at the Link. You need heart to beat the Eagles at the Link. I'm already looking to week 2, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm looking past y'all. I'm just going down there to have a drink and watch the banner drop because y'all fooled week 1. Y'all fooled week 1, man. For Cowboys fans to still even have this confidence in their chest is laughable to me. It's laughable to me. Jerry Jones tell y'all everything y'all want to hear every year, and then the total opposite do. Y'all like them people dancing on that yacht, singing that song. Y'all know that song I'm talking about? Y'all know that song I'm talking about. Everybody been bringing that song back from the last 4 years. Them people on that yacht, then it ain't go their way. Now everybody bringing that song back. Y'all know that song I'm talking about. Y'all like them, man. The same song. Jerry played the same song for y'all. Every time. Every time Jerry played the same song. Y'all know that song? Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl. Every year y'all play the same song. Y'all on the yacht with the cowboy flags, waving the banner, loud and proud. Y'all know the song. And then the song don't never materialize into what you thought it was going to happen. At the end of the day, man, I'm looking past the Dallas Cowboys. Put it on the record. I'm looking past the Dallas Cowboys, man. They a joke. It used to be a fun rivalry. But then you realize they really are delusional over it. Every year they really say that they going to be in this position. Every year they say they're going to be in this position. Y'all better win week 1, Lord Brunson. Who are you? Who are you? A Green Bay fan telling me what we better do week 1? Wasn't y'all a part of the stepping stool that helped us get to the championship? We beat y'all twice last year. I saw the weirdest graphic of all time. Oh, let me find this graphic for y'all real quick. I got to find this graphic for y'all. This how delusional. This how delusional the NFL is. My bro CFT done put it up. CFT put the graphic up. He's delusional too. You know what I mean? He's delusional. He's delusional. He put the graphic up. Let me find it. It was in his media. Where's it at? I didn't think I had to go that far down. I gotta go that far down. It's in the post. I'm gonna find. Oh, here, go right. No, this ain't it. Of course, he reposted the top 10. He just happy that Dak in it, even though he know it. Even though he know it's crazy. I'm gonna find that graphic. Where is that? They posted every NFL team's rival. Here you go, right here. He said this is actually accurate, but we're gonna blow it up. Every NFL team's biggest rival, right? This is how delusional the world is. This is how delusional the world is. While Packers fans are here talking to me, right? So every NFL team's biggest rival. They say the Eagles' biggest rival is the Cowboys. The Giants' biggest rival is the Cowboys. The Commanders' biggest rival is the Cowboys. You can tell this list was made by Cowboys fans. You know what I mean? Then they say the 49ers' biggest rival is the Cowboys, right? So if everybody's biggest rival is the Cowboys in Cowboys fans' mind, Why is there Packers fans coming in here telling me we better win? Why? The Rams' biggest rival is the Patriots. The Patriots aren't even relevant anymore. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. Who's the Chiefs' biggest rival? The Chiefs up here? I don't even see the Chiefs on the list. But I can tell you the Chiefs. Oh, wait. So the Chiefs' biggest rival, the Bills' biggest rival is the Chiefs. I don't even see the Chiefs on the list. Legit don't see them on the list. But clearly, we're the Chiefs' biggest rival. Clearly, we should be the Commanders' biggest rival. Clearly, we should be the Rams' biggest rival. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, we should be the Packers' biggest rival. For God's sakes, they tried to ban the tush push. You know what I mean? Clearly, we might be inching towards being well, no, I'm not going to get into the AFC with the Steelers and all of them. They got a real competitive division. A real competitive division. But I think that's where it caps off for us in terms of, the rivals. So if everybody in the division, Giants, Eagles, and Commanders, our biggest rival, all the Cowboys, come on, bro. How does that make sense for us? When the Cowboys, watched us go to 3 Super Bowls, bro. 3 Super Bowls under Dak Prescott's tenure as the starting quarterback. We went to 3 Super Bowls. They chasing us, whether they want to believe it or not. We just put up the most points in the NFC Championship history against the Commanders. We spanked the Giants yearly. But I digress. And you know what? About the Commanders fans, this one thing. I understand why the Commanders fans would be mad at us. Their first time being some demons, going to a championship game. They first time in a lot of those guys' lifetime, bro. Since 1992, I believe. They first time having a playoff run since 1992. They had to run into one of the greatest teams of all time in the 2024 Philadelphia Eagles and lose their heads. They had to get beheaded by a division rival in their greatest season since 1992. That hurts. They can act like it don't hurt, but that hurts. You're one time having a playoff run. That's Louis T, Rio Robinson, Ed Oliver. This is their only time being able to talk with their chest since they've been making content. Doug, all of them guys are great Commanders content creators. But this is the first time that they've been able to talk with pride since 1992. And what happened? What happened? The Philadelphia Eagles pulled their panties to the side on national television. They flew in on a jet to the game. We got them an Uber back home. They flew in on a private jet, but they left waiting for their Uber on the side of the road cold to get back home. We treated them like the day walkers they are. So I understand why they upset. I really, really get it. Why they upset over there in D.C. I get it. We treated them accordingly. We took the back of their neck and ran it across the cement with force, with vigor. They will never forget that ass whooping as long as they are Commanders fans. They will never forget that ass whooping as long as they are Commanders fans. That is the greatest ass whooping in their franchise's history. They will never forget what happened to them in the NFC Championship game last year. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So I understand it. I understand the hurt over it. I understand it. Louis T ain't been the same. Louis T ain't been the same since that happened. I will remind him every time I feel like he need to be brought down to earth of how they got their face beat in. I got to. It's my duty. It's my duty. 535 people in the building. That was worse than a body bag game. That was a body. That was a body. LB, it's a new year. Who you? Oh, a Rams fan. Look, a Rams fan. LB, it's a new year. LB, it's a new year. You wanted to be a new year bad, right? Had the Rams would have won the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be. Had the Rams would have won the Super Bowl and this had a little orange and blue ram under it, it wouldn't be. You wouldn't be so fast. It's the first day of summer. You wouldn't be so fast to get to that new year. You wouldn't be so fast. What you trying to do is you trying to jump in a time machine. You trying to silence a world champion. Talking about LB, it's a new year. Boy, what? What, boy? What? What? It's a new what? I know you scared, bro, before the Carter sack. What? You know I was scared before the Carter sack? What? What you talking about? I don't speak elimination. I don't speak that language. I don't speak Saquon Barkley running for 3,000 yards every time they see y'all. I don't speak that type of language. What? I don't understand. I don't speak loser. No, I wasn't scared before Carter got the sack. Actually, I was. I was scared. But you know what? You was hopeful before the Carter sack. You thought it was going to be an all-time upset. You was hopeful. I was scared, right? But then I had nothing to be scared of. You was hopeful, then your dreams was pulled from you. Come on, man. Every time y'all talk stupid, I'm going to pull up T and Tamara. Don't let us repeat. Don't let us repeat. You know what I mean? But, you know, a little quick lunchtime with the bullies, man. I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all, man. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. All of that good stuff. Oh, not the twins, T and Tamara. Yeah. Y'all want to see him again? Shout out my guy, Dave Dust, man. Shout out Dave Dust. What? Where the camera at? What? Huh? What? Somebody take a picture of this and send it to me so I can post it. Yeah, two of them. T and Tamara. What? We don't got to talk about. We don't have to acknowledge a loser, y'all. All we gotta do is say who won the bowl. What? Simple as that. I want y'all to have a good weekend, man. A good weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hot, man. Drink water, man. Please drink water. Please drink water. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure you subscribe, share the content, all of that good stuff. We going up, man. We going up. We going up. And it's not going to stop, man. Sponsorship announcements coming out real soon. New music coming out real soon. Until then, I want y'all to go to Days on York, Nights in Norfolk, and I want you to play the first song on it. I want you to go get the car wash, play The Reason. Lord Brunson, D'Angelo Xavier. I'm about to play it right now. Go play The Reason. Just play it. And we out, man. Have a good weekend. Yeah. Pressure.
Hey yo, fuck them niggas, you don't believe in me. I'm the voice of reason, no need no sign to speak. My body language standoffish, so don't play with me. The chess piece, I move in all directions on the joining knees. The light ball is lit when I spit, better than your current. Favorite rappers look disastrous when they performing. I send shots, no subliminal, without warning. A option route think it's a fade, but a post corner, remember me. Dancing in the end zone, apparently they catch the ball and fumble it. And this are you comparing me. Under 17 birds, just add hurts. On the lead of the speaker of Proverbs, they put too many colors in boxes, they all nerds. If it's the #1 pick, any foreign, then it's a spur. Look, they just a game manager, that's word to Cam. I'm a different breed, comparing state to a can of Spam. I put it all on the line and don't sniff it. These corny ass rappers real junkies, so they don't get it. I spit dope, nigga. Every line, every bar, straight coke, nigga. And I do it all the time, look. You can't get full or small fries, or wolf in sheep clothing, he fit cause he undersized, nigga. I wear the crown cause I'm meant for it. Planet Fitness for the throne cause I'm fit for it. The rap God.
I'm in a spinning mood today, and I don't need a reason. Dark shades in every Polaroid, but doing heavy cheesing. In a room full of all smoke, but we do the breathing. We at odds with the other side, but we getting even. 380 in the go yard, my bitch gon' do some squeezing. You niggas paid to go far, the grinders call that treason. I keep accepting those calls until them slavers free them. Even though the hood fucked up and he the reason. My wrongs was done trying to get right. My man gave me a dirty strap, he said if you get caught, you gon' get life, yeah. Word to every lie detector, I know pie stretches. They gon' need a study in Harvard to dissect this. Man, I'm lying, I ain't really from there. I said I'm lying, I ain't really seen squares. I saw the plug and had my money prepared. My flair for the turbulence like niggas flying on spare. Bought the phone down in Norfolk, that shit slide like a chair. Digi scale to the passenger, the